Hi, we're Becky and Gemma from We Great Ladies, and we're artists, creatives, people that work with community groups and bring creativity into our community.
I think that we were brought onto the project because we're really quite good at animating maybe quite quiet moments. So we strode out into the pavement and picked up those pavement stories and really brought Eldon Street to life by using the brides. And that's how we linked into the Benj Harrell's story of him being the person that provided most of the engagement and wedding rings for the young couples in Barnsley from 1950s onwards. So yeah, we were really fortunate when we were striding out through Barnsley to meet lots of older couples that still had their wedding and engagement rings that they got from Benj Harrell's. And if you got your wedding ring, you were also normally given a bread knife that they engraved or a wedding cake slicer. And so lots of them. One lady says, I've still got the bread knife, but I haven't got the husband, got rid of him. So there were these lovely moments that we got to capture these stories. And our hope is that we might stitch them on as the tapestry into the wedding dresses that we're wearing, so then that can become an exhibition piece, so people can read the story, the love story of Barnsley. It then developed from there because we found that actually what they wanted was maybe some more collaboration with working with the current shop owners on the Victorian Arcade and on Eldon Street. And
I think that the approach of going round with a council lanyard and a clipboard to get stories just wasn't working, and there were so many stories to have. But funnily enough, when we're in our wedding dresses, straight away it just makes people smile, and then they're more at ease to tell their stories. So it worked really, really well as a way in to these businesses, into these people's lives. And there's a real history of women of Eldon Street, shop owners, past and present, really strong women running the businesses. So it was lovely to get in and meet them and chat to them about their stories, about what it's like now, about what they remember from when they were younger.
And the really beautiful thing about Eldon Street and the Victorian Arcade is that you can hear the echoes of history that have been passed on through generations of shopkeepers and shop owners and people who just worked there, that they really want to say, I was part of that. I'm part of that bigger picture that's gone on for decades and decades and decades. And to stop and have a contemporary moment with shop owners and say, what is it like for you now? Let us record this now, let's gather this, because 50 years from now, it'll still be standing and we'll just be part of that timeline of history.
And I think a time to play. It's been a really difficult few years, the last few years for shop owners. And I think a time just to play and to record some real fun things for social media, to have a go at doing different sort of creative things in and around the shops have just been a lovely way to feed into that community.
Yeah, and I think one of the magic things that We Great Ladies do is that we are incredibly interested in what's happening, where we're working, where we're living, in the community that we find ourselves in. And actually, when we go out dressed as characters, then suddenly other people are interested in us. And that channel of communication is beautiful because it goes both ways. And
really positive shared experience, isn't it?
And the storytelling isn't just then about us, it's very much about them. And I think that one of the reasons that we were brought on is because we like to grab those stories and share those stories and listen to those stories. So yeah, that's been the magic part of it, hasn't it? I said to someone today that I would always like to leave people feeling better for the fact that we've been with them, whether that's playing or storytelling or just chatting about what's going on in their world. And as artists, to be given that opportunity to feel like you are being enriched by other people's experiences as well as enriching theirs, it's gold, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think we just have had the chance to listen. And I think that sometimes as performers we do a lot of talking, and actually just to listen to other people's stories has been amazing.
Yeah.